My name is Mohamed Abuatiya. I'm the head for the operations in DR United company based in Kuwait, looking after sophisticated solutions and digital transformation journey, whether it's in networking infrastructure or cyber security. The company was established 41 years ago, and we are a leading technology company with a presence in different countries and within the region, such as Qatar, UAE, Saudi, Oman, and India. We provide different offerings like platform solutions, application solutions, infrastructure solutions, cybersecurity, physical security as well. And then we manage all under the umbrella of managed services and the managed security. I have been working in the ICT domain or the information technology for the past 18 years, serving different market segments with a variety of clients across the Gulf region. I had an opportunity to plan and deliver a complex turnkey national project with various challenges across different vendors by delivering a lot of technologies on different layers of the OSI. Today, we will be talking about a very interesting topic. We will be talking about the impact of COVID-19 or the pandemic on the cybersecurity and the digital transformation journey. The pandemic has created a huge challenge for the business, and this challenge has been across the worldwide, and we should think how to continue operating despite a massive shutdown of offices and other facilities across the globe. We still have to live, we still have to deliver the service, we still have to continue doing what we're supposed to do. So the information technology has a long dependent on the data central, cloud systems, departmental servers, and digital devices. All now are served by remote employees, and they used to stay connected to each other to companies' data, which become more and more vital. Overnight, the demand placed on the digital infrastructure have skyrocketed. So such technology also becomes much bigger and more lucrative targeted for cyber criminals. So the cybersecurity efforts now needs to be always upgraded. We need to prevent a second crisis from emerging, especially on the digital devices and the networks, since they become much more vital to companies in recent weeks or months or years. So in other words, business continuity has become a mandate. It's great to know about the technology risk on the government around the world from cyber attacks and the factors driving them. So the current business model to work from home has become the new normal for all of us. At the same time, all entities and organizations are now wants to keep accelerating their digital transformation, but security now is a major concern to them. So they have to keep focusing on the cybersecurity. They have to keep focusing on how to protect the data, while at the same time, they want to keep accelerating their digital transformation journey. The reputation and the operation and the legals and the compliance implications could be a considerable if cybersecurity risks are neglected. Today, we are here to talk about this impact on the cyber risk and the mitigation measure that business can take to drive the journey to a digital working. The restriction imposed by government in response to the coronavirus pandemic and encouraged employees to work from home, as what we said earlier, and instruct everyone to stay at home to secure their life, their families' lives, and therefore the technology has become even more important in both our working and personal lives. Despite this rise of technology need, it is noticeable that many organizations still do not provide a cyber safe or remote working environment, where business meetings have traditionally been held in person, but most of them now take place virtually using different techniques like video conferencing as what we are meeting right now. But it's worth to highlight and to keep considering that always the weakest link in cybersecurity is a human or individuals. And individuals are targeted with the current pandemic in two types of attacks, either through the social engineering and exposes an individual lack of security awareness, or the logical engineering by targeting a system, technology, hardware, software, vulnerability, or any misconfiguration. So we ask ourselves now, how work environment got changed and how we want to secure our new environment after the pandemic. So in the pre-COVID-19 era, most employees worked from offices where the local area network as well as desktop, laptops were adequately secured. And sophisticated technology which we have on our organization could protect against attackers or could protect us against the cyber attacks that originated mainly from the internet and targeted to the enterprise network. So the enterprise protection technology secure the employees' system as long as they reside on their organizations from targeted phishing campaigns that lure them into a linking of unknown links and attachment. So it will keep notifying them. People in the offices also offer an additional layer of security in sense that employees can talk to each other. Employees will talk to their manager. Employees will alert the IT security team if they notice any suspicious emails or links. So it will become a more commodity and awareness between the team. But in the post of COVID-19 era, only support staff or those who need a direct access to the software or to the hardware, such as labs, direct console, troubleshooting, specific printing machines, like in banking environment, are working from office. Rest of people working from home, and us as a leader, we should support people who are working from home. And the rest of the workforce is operating from home and connected to more vulnerable network when compared to the one at the office. That's why we have to keep considering what systems we are connecting on and how we are putting the security measure on our systems and services. The other question we ask ourselves now, what are the security challenges of work from home? Nowadays, organizations are offering a secure VPN or a secure VPN, private network VPN access for their employees. And the first point of interface for employees are laptops or desktop is typically a broadband network. So the broadband network, it becomes now the first interface for the employees where mobile hotspot, shared wireless network as well needs to be fully secured. People are connecting via home wireless routers, which have a very basic security for encryption of traffic. And some of these devices have a default password for administration that are left unchanged by home users, or even a lack of the use, or they have no basic knowledge, the home users, to do such changes to secure their back-end devices. And there are several security always challenges associated with connecting to home networks, such as the wireless router, as what we have just mentioned. It could have like a default password, and these devices basically shared with a family or neighbors. The data traffic is not fully controlled and cover a wide range of activities, including personal email, educational needs as well. Employees may be living in a shared accommodation. They usually have flatmates who also are working from home and have a weak protection on their laptop. The corporate user on the home network can access unfiltered internet, personal email, drives, unlike the past where users was governed by the IT security team. Simply, if home users clicking on an unsuspecting link or redirected to a malicious website, it could end up leading a malicious code into a browser of the corporate user laptop, which gets executed into the background and proceeds to compromise the connection or the laptop. So this malicious code could also extract a valid corporate credentials when a home user logs into the enterprise portal or a VPN via a key logging. Thereby, it can compromise the security of the entire organization as well. So now everyone should ask himself how to protect and gardening ourselves against the cyber security attacks. In the wake of COVID-19, the home user needs to be informed, educated on how to protect their home assets with the proper control, administrating their personal accounts in a very proper way, in a very professional way, attending awareness session, periodic software update for our own devices and security devices, specifically for those IP devices connected on our network at home. Also, employees working from home using their personal computer, even those using the corporate-owned devices, should implement the basic essential cyber hygiene practices. And this includes the antivirus protection. Employees should also be provided with a license to antivirus and malware software to use on their personal computer. Although this does not provide a full safe protection, but it eliminates many low-level attacks. The cybersecurity awareness staff should be briefed on the best practices and procedure to regulate the sending of emails or other content to a private address or any cloud storage. Phishing awareness. Employees should be alerted when receiving emails and what they should do, and to check the authenticity of the sender's address as well. The home network security, where the employees should ensure that their home Wi-Fi is protected with a strong and encrypted password to avoid the leakage of any personal or a corporate data from these devices, using a VPN as well to provide and to add a further layer of protection to the internet use from home. In addition to that, it's worth also to keep identifying the weakness spots. So all IT systems have weaknesses. Companies should run a test. Employees should run a test at his home devices to identify whether they are batched with the most critical vulnerabilities. And this can take the form of vulnerability scanning, various types of pen testing, and stuff like that. So reviewing and renewing the business continuity with crisis plan is very important. So each business line manager each business line staff needs to keep their business continuity plan, whether at home or at the corporate office, to keep updating their software and their batches to the latest. Overall, so in conclusion, in the post of COVID-19 war, cyber attackers are increased, seeking to exploit vulnerabilities in an organization's security infrastructure that the shift to remote working has exposed. And it's time for the cybersecurity leaders to conduct a full awareness session to revisit all the security measures and focus on deploying new procedures and new technologies to fortify the digital infrastructure going forward.